There's a hidden formula behind almost every legendary shonen story ever written. It's the reason certain manga become cultural phenomena that echo throughout generations, while others get canceled after 10 chapters. It's not a secret, and it's been sitting in plain sight this entire time. But most creators either don't recognize it or don't know how to use it properly. In this video, I'm breaking down the Shonen Formula, explaining why it works on a psychological level, and showing you 3 different ways to apply it to your own story. By the end, you'll understand the exact blueprint that fuels the genre and how to make it your own. So what is the Shonen Formula? It has 4 key elements. When you put them together, they create a story so compelling it becomes addicting. 1. A youthful protagonist who's full of potential and relatable to the audience. 2. A dream or goal so ambitious it feels larger than life. 3. Overcoming adversity through struggle, transformation, and growth. 4. Achieving their dream with the help of bonds and friendships. That's it. 4 elements. Every legendary shonen story is built on this foundation, and the reason it works isn't complicated. These 4 elements tap into universal truths that every human being connects with. The struggle to find yourself, the pursuit of something bigger than you, and the relationships that carry you through the hardest moments of your life. Now let's break each element down so you actually understand how to use them. First is element number 1. The youthful protagonist. Youth in shonen isn't just about age, it's about spirit. Your protagonist should feel like they're brimming with untapped potential. They're rough around the edges, impulsive, maybe even a little naive, but there's something inside them that the reader can sense from the very first chapter. The best shonen protagonists start as underdogs. They're outcasts, they're overlooked, or they're carrying some burden that makes them deeply relatable. Maybe the world has rejected them for something they can't control. Maybe they're the weakest person in a world that only values strength. Maybe they've lost everything before the story even begins. This vulnerability is what makes the reader connect. Nobody roots for a character who already has it all figured out. People root for the kid who has every reason to give up, but refuses to. Here's the key. Your protagonist's youth should be a double-edged sword. Their energy and determination are their greatest assets, but their inexperience and impulsiveness should also get them into trouble. They should make mistakes. They should rush into situations they aren't ready for. That tension between potential and immaturity is what makes a shonen protagonist feel alive. Ask yourself, does my protagonist feel like they have untapped potential the reader can sense? What makes them relatable and vulnerable from the start? Are they making mistakes that come from their youth and inexperience? And would the reader root for this character within the first chapter? Next is element number 2, the larger-than-life dream. Every shonen protagonist needs a dream that feels almost impossible. It should be the kind of goal that makes other characters laugh, doubt them, or flat out tell them it'll never happen. But here's what separates a great shonen dream from a generic one. The dream can't just be about power or status. It needs an emotional foundation underneath it. If your protagonist wants to become the strongest warrior in the world, that's fine as a surface level goal. But why do they want it? Is it because they were powerless when someone they loved was taken from them? Is it because the world told them they were worthless, and this is the only way they know how to prove otherwise? Or because they watched someone they admired hold that title, and they want to carry on that legacy? The emotional reason behind the dream is what makes the audience care. Without it, the goal is just a destination. With it, the goal becomes a reflection of who the character really is and what they're trying to heal inside themselves. You can also twist this element in interesting ways. Maybe the dream isn't about becoming the strongest or the best at all. Maybe it's deeply personal and introspective. Or your protagonist's goal is to understand why someone they trusted abandoned them, forcing them to search for answers about their own identity. These quieter, more personal dreams can be just as powerful as the grand, ambitious ones, because they feel real. And if you really want to push the formula, you can corrupt the dream entirely. Imagine a protagonist whose dream starts noble, but twists into something dark as they gain power, like Light Yagami in Death Note. Their original goal of creating a better world slowly morphs into a desire for control and domination. The dream is still there. It's still driving the story, but now it's driving it toward tragedy instead of triumph. Ask yourself, what is my protagonist's dream? And does it feel impossible enough to create tension? What's the emotional wound underneath that dream? Would my protagonist still chase this dream, even if everyone told them to stop? And is the dream specific enough that the reader can picture what success actually looks like? Next is element number 3, overcoming adversity. This is the engine of your story. Without adversity, there's no transformation. And without transformation, there's no reason to keep reading. Your protagonist needs to face 3 types of adversity throughout the story. First, physical adversity. These are the battles, the training arcs, the moments where their body is pushed to its absolute limit. Every enemy they face should be stronger than the last. Every fight should force them to develop new skills, new strategies, or new levels of power they didn't know they had. If your protagonist can coast through every fight without being pushed to the edge, the stakes feel hollow. Second, emotional adversity. This is where shonen stories become more than just action. Your protagonist needs to face loss, betrayal, grief, loneliness, or self-doubt. They need moments where their spirit breaks, where they question everything they believe in. Maybe they lose someone they were supposed to protect. Maybe someone they trusted turns against them. Maybe they hit a wall so hard they genuinely consider giving up. These emotional low points are what make the eventual victories feel earned. Third, moral adversity. This is where the best shonen stories separate themselves from the average ones. Put your protagonist in situations where there's no clear right answer. Force them to choose between their dream and the people they care about. Force them to decide whether the ends justify the means. Have them face a villain whose logic actually makes sense, and watch your protagonist wrestle with that. Moral adversity forces your character to define who they are, not just how strong they are. The key to writing great adversity is escalation. The challenges should get progressively harder as the story moves forward. Early adversity might be physical, like surviving a brutal test or beating a stronger opponent. Mid-story adversity should become more emotional, with losses and setbacks that hit the protagonist where they're most vulnerable. And late-story adversity should combine all three, physical, emotional, and moral, into situations where the protagonist has to use everything they've learned and everything they've become to survive. Ask yourself, what's the hardest physical challenge my protagonist faces? And does it push them past their known limits? What emotional loss or betrayal hits them the hardest? And how does it change them? Is there a moment where my protagonist has to make a choice that doesn't have an easy answer? And does the adversity in my story escalate, or does it stay at the same level throughout? Lastly, element number 4. The bonds that drive the story forward. No shonen protagonist achieves their dream alone. The relationships your protagonist forms are just as important as the battles they fight. These bonds should actively shape the protagonist's journey. The most common bond in shonen is the rival. This is the character who pushes your protagonist to grow by competing with them. They challenge your protagonist's beliefs, test their resolve, and force them to become stronger. The best rival relationships are complicated. The rival isn't just an opponent. They might also be a friend, a mirror, or even someone the protagonist is trying to save. Then there's the mentor. This character represents what your protagonist could become. They offer guidance, training, and wisdom. But the mentor's role isn't permanent. At some point, the protagonist needs to surpass them, lose them, or both. The moment the mentor is no longer there to lean on is often the turning point where the protagonist finally stands on their own. You also need allies who fill different emotional roles. One might provide loyalty and moral grounding. Another might offer strategic thinking or comic relief. Another might carry their own emotional arc that parallels the protagonist's journey. The best shonen casts feel like a team where every member matters, not just the protagonist. And don't overlook the bond between protagonist and villain. The strongest stories create a connection between hero and antagonist that goes beyond just fighting each other. Maybe they share similar origins but made different choices. Maybe the villain represents what the protagonist could become if they gave in to their darkest impulses. Ask yourself, who's the rival that pushes my protagonist to grow? And what makes their dynamic complicated? Does my protagonist have a mentor? And what happens when they can no longer rely on that mentor? Do the supporting characters each serve a unique emotional purpose in the story? And is there a meaningful connection between my protagonist and the antagonist beyond just wanting to beat each other? Now here's where the formula gets really interesting. You can use these same 4 elements in completely different ways depending on the kind of story you want to tell. In a classic application, your protagonist is an underdog whose dream is rooted in an emotional wound. They face escalating adversity that forces them to grow, and the bonds they form along the way are genuine, built on loyalty and mutual respect. The story ends with the protagonist overcoming their greatest challenge and achieving the dream everyone said was impossible. But you can evolve the formula. Make the protagonist morally gray. Give them a dream that's introspective instead of ambitious. Let their determination lead them to dark places and reckless decisions. Show the cost of single-minded pursuit. The bonds in this version aren't always healthy. Some friendships are tested to the breaking point. Some allies get hurt because of the protagonist's choices. This version of the formula digs into the complexity of what it means to chase a dream when the path gets ugly. You can even flip the formula entirely by making your protagonist a villain. They're still young, still ambitious, still brilliant, but their dream is corrupted from the start, or becomes corrupted as they gain power. Instead of genuine bonds, they manipulate the people around them. Instead of overcoming adversity through growth, they overcome it through cunning and deception. And instead of a triumphant ending, the story tracks their inevitable downfall. The formula still works. Every element is present, but the tone and the outcome are completely different. That's the beauty of the Shonen Formula. It's not a cage, it's a skeleton. You can dress it up in any skin you want. To sum it up, the Shonen Formula has 4 elements: a youthful protagonist full of potential, a dream so ambitious it feels impossible, adversity that forces transformation, and bonds that drive the story forward. You can apply this formula in its classic form, twist it into morally complex territory, or flip it entirely by making your protagonist a villain. The fundamentals stay the same. The execution is what makes each story unique. If this video helped you, hit the like button and leave a comment below. Also, if you want to get started writing your first one-shot manga, head over to mangascript.com to download the one-shot guide. It's a page-by-page breakdown of 3 high-quality manga one-shots, and it makes it 10 times easier to write your own script. And don't forget to join our Discord community. The link is in the description. It's a great place to share your work and connect with fellow creators. Thanks for watching.